Hello, Beta. Welcome today. Is today the 10th? No, it's the 11th.
No, 11th.
It's the 11th. Okay, so I'm here with some of my friends because they stuffed their face. And so, because it's like almost 10 o'clock and I haven't made a video. So I pulled up a Tumblr tag and it's Disney questions and they got to choose their favorites. And they might be making up some new ones. So I will post a link to the Tumblr quiz below. There's like 65 questions and 3 of my friends are going to ask me some questions. So here we go. We're ready to ask some questions. This is Kelly's Disney quiz off. So wait, is Javon going first?
Yes.
Okay, so ask me a question.
What's your favorite Disney Channel original movie?
Oh God.
Okay.
So tough.
No, it's actually not that tough for me. My favorite all-time original Disney Channel original movie is Stuck in the Suburbs. And I was way too old to be admitting that I was watching the Disney Channel movies when that movie came out. But the guy, Taron Killam, is the pop star in that, and he's on SNL now. And it's
Is he really?
Yes, he is. And I love it so much because I'm like, I remember when he had like faded hair, like the highlights and all that stuff. And he's not the music voice. He's not the singing voice. And
Yeah, they
but I
did
have the
that.
soundtrack,
Just like
and I own that movie. I'm not gonna lie. So.
Music.
So anyway, so Stuck in the Suburbs. Okay, so
Question 2.
Uh-huh.
If you could rename a Disney resort, what would you rename it?
Rename a Disney resort. I don't stay at Disney resorts very often, but I probably would rename the Contemporary because it's really close to the park property, and it's called the Contemporary, but it's not contemporary anymore. It's not contemporary anymore. So I would do I have to tell you what I would rename it to?
Yeah.
I would rename it the Monorail Express because the monorail runs through it. Or I could like the Monorail Garage or something like that. Like I don't know, something
That doesn't sound resorty. But
okay, then I could say Disney's like maybe you could do something like the drive-by. I don't know, drive-by sounds like gangster. I don't know what I would rename it, but it's something to do with like they got the Fast Pass, so this is like the Fast Pass special hotel or something. I don't know.
sounds
Okay,
so sketchy.
it still sounds sketchy. I can't. That's why it's called the Contemporary. It's supposed to sound nicer. Okay, is that all?
Literally can't come up with something better. That's just how
That's
it
it.
is.
Okay, is that all that you have?
That's all that I
Okay,
have.
all right.
What 3 locations would you want to stay at overnight in the parks?
Okay, what 3 places would I like to stay overnight in the park?
Is it not a hotel?
So I'm gonna start with 3, 2, and then tell you my favorite. So number 3 where I would like to stay would be on, like, it's so funny because we just talked about how I don't like camping, but I would want to stay on Tom Sawyer's Island. Just because
Fair.
I feel like you could hide. Like have
do you
ultimate
need
like
to
capture
hide, though?
but like to play like capture the flag. Like I wouldn't go by myself, but like to have
you would have
that
people with
like
you.
people with me.
Apparently we don't camp on our own.
No. So anyway, so Tom Sawyer's Island, just because I think that would be like a place that you would want to be.
Right.
Spot number 2 would probably be in like the Cinderella Castle suite. So there is a suite in Cinderella's Castle, so I would want to stay in the suite at Cinderella's Castle. And you can't, it's not like you can cost to stay there. You have to win a contest to stay there. Okay. So the number 1 place that I would spend the night is, of course, the Country Bear Jamboree, and I would like go all night with the Country Bears. So yes, the Country Bear Jamboree. Okay.
Okay. There were some good ones this year.
That's so good.
Okay. Lee Shang or John Smith?
Lee Shang. Okay.
John Smith.
No. Okay, because Mulan is my favorite Disney princess. She is my favorite Disney princess, and so I appreciate.
I'm totally surprised at that.
I am so, like, so I love that. I also love that he, like, even though he kind of like Li Shang kind of turns his back on her, like in the end he comes back for Mulan. So like he recognizes that she was an HBIC and that he wants to be with her. So Li Shang, no questions asked.
Kind of disloyal.
Well, it's what it is. It's Li Shang.
Okay. All right.
You have another one.
Okay. Which princess's story is the most similar to your life? That's a good one. Stumper. Next BMOC question.
Which princess's story is most like my life? I feel like
with my car. That's something I'm
I feel like it has to be an old, like, Disney classic. It can't be like one of the new ones. Like, I wish my life was most like Rapunzel because that's my favorite, but it can't be Rapunzel. Probably Sleeping Beauty, because she's like been kept away from the world and so innocent and like a homebody. So I'm gonna say, which Rapunzel kind of like hangs out in her tower, but she goes on crazy adventures. So maybe I could go with.
I was gonna say that's very you.
Okay, then I'm gonna throw out Rapunzel because.
That means you like grow your hair out.
Oh yeah.
You look exactly like her.
Well, I look like her after she chops her hair off.
That's true.
I have Disney bounded as Rapunzel before. It's happened. Yeah, just so you know, FYI. So, okay. So is that all you have for me?
I can ask you all of them.
No, we're already at 5 minutes, so we gotta, okay. All right, Jessica, you ready to ask me some questions?
Okay. What is your favorite memory with a character?
Oh, okay. So I have two really good ones, but I'm glad you asked this question because when I went through the quiz, this was like one that I would have picked out for myself. When I was there last spring, hey, I'm trying to film a video. When I was there last spring, we were Disney bounding as Megara, Hercules, and Pegasus, Jessica and Doug and I. And we were walking back to Frontierland, and Chip and Dale happened to be out, and I was like, oh, let's just jump in line because the line was short. And so they told us, their handler told us that they were getting ready to switch, like they have to go off and they'll come back. And but the group in front of us went really fast, so they told us we could go ahead and jump in and get our signatures. Well, the Chip and the Dale like were separate, and we were kind of standing in the middle, and they were talking to like us, but they can't talk, you know, so their character rising, whatever. And so we talked about Disney bounding, and they're like, so Jessica was telling them that she was Pegasus, and she was like, well, they were like. And so she was like, oh, she's Megara. And they were like, who's he? And I go, just some guy we met on the street. And Chip lost his mind. He could not focus. We're all sitting here in like the pose, like trying to take this picture because they need to go. And he refuses. So it was pretty hilarious. So that's my favorite character interaction.
Okay. Top 3 princesses and why?
Oh.
And then
Okay. So, I know. Alright, so number 1 Disney princess, I already told you, is Mulan. And probably because, this is like, okay, if I have to pick one specific reason, because she used those, she's the first person to figure out how to wrap the medals and shimmy up the pole, and she does a gangster style where she sends the arrow, like, you wanted to send me home, but guess what? Boom! You just made a man out of me, and I'm a woman. And like, she probably, like, later on, like, adult style, made a woman out of me. Okay. Okay, princess number 2 is Rapunzel. And I really liked her. Like, I feel like I loved like the movies that didn't do so great, like in that time era of Disney films that weren't super popular, like Treasure Planet, all those. I love all those. But I also love that Rapunzel brought like Disney back into the mainframe and kind of like made them super popular again. And so I love Rapunzel. I love her freaking frying pan. Like, it's just hilarious to me that she walks around with a frying pan, and that she's like so innocent and she doesn't know what's happening. But so that's probably why I love her like calling Flynn out, even though she's never had social interaction with people. She's like, dude, call it out. So the other Disney princess that's my favorite, I don't know, those are like my 2 favorite like Disney movies with princesses. The other ones I like, but kind of give or take. But I recently saw the new Cinderella movie, and I really liked that. And so, and I rewatched. There's in one of my past data videos, I compared the new Cinderella and the old Cinderella, and so I kind of like right now have an appreciation for Cinderella. So I'll throw Cinderella into the mix. Okay.
Okay, what is an outfit you wish you had? Like a character's outfit that you wish you had?
Okay, you guys don't want to see me in this, but I wish I had Powerline's costume from a Goofy movie. and I could do the perfect cast.
That's my all-time favorite Disney movie, if you guys didn't know that.
I've never seen
Oh, I own it. I own it. I have the digital download. We can watch it. We can have a movie night and watch
It
it.
is underrated.
It is so underrated. So underrated. Oh my gosh, so underrated.
And it has Max in it. His
Max,
son.
yes, and they go like on the cross country trip, and they go to the blasters, pop, pop, Passport. Yo.
It's so good. It's so super good.
Okay, so I would take the Powerline costume.
Can I tell you guys that my two favorite Disney movies are Sword in the Stone and Robin Hood with the foxes?
Yes, Robin Hood is great.
With all the animals, right?
Robin Hood. Okay, so I'm gonna say that. I would also like Anna's, like, okay, so the new Frozen Fever, like Anna's spring dress is super cute, so I would take that too. Was that it? Is that your two?
Belle's outfit.
Oh, okay. Did you ask all three? Okay, so those are my friends and their commentary, and I hope this video turns out good since I'm like gotta upload it right now. So have a great night, Beta. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.